Sig may have a big problem, and I'm not talking about the P320, I'm talking about the 211. I tried one of them out. It was awesome. It felt smooth. It felt good. The grip was nice. The construction of it just felt solid. It felt like they did an amazing job. And I really was kind of like, this may turn things around for Sig. They struggled with that P320. This could be the pistol that really gets the customer's confidence back in the product. We may have a problem. So I have two friends. Both of them own the 211. They are both having issues, and they're two totally different issues. First friend, Danny. You've seen him on my channel before. We've collaborated in some of our videos. He does the Make Ready Competitive Shooters Journey. I'll leave a link to his full video below, as well as his channel. And he had a pretty big issue with his. He had a part break, and it was an essential part. It was the recoil spring plug, and basically what it is, you have your guide rod and you have your recoil spring, and that all fits into this plug, and that's what's holding everything in. So as it's compressing and releasing, all that pressure is being held in with this plug. Well, turns out that it's made out of plastic, and it shattered. And they don't sell the part separately, and it just became a whole issue. Go watch his video. But that got me thinking, because after shooting his Sig, his 211, I never really was that interested in any 2011s, but after shooting that, it piqued my interest and I really wanted one. But I wasn't ready to spend $2 grand on that, and I definitely wasn't ready to spend $4,500 on a Staccato XC. So I started doing some research, and I got myself this. This is the Girsan Witness Match X 2011 pistol. So it's essentially a knockoff of the Staccato XC, which is what Sig is basically competing with. They all have the island comp. I don't like calling it that. I either say a fixed comp or the fixed sight comp. So all three of these are competing in that same category. This is going for about $1,100, so about half the price of a Sig 211. So I got this, and so I started looking. I was saying, this is the cheap knockoff. If the Sig has cheap plastic parts in it, what do I have in mind? So I've put about 500 rounds through this, and I have taken it apart, but I wasn't looking at those plastic parts. I wasn't looking for those plastic parts. And this is what I found in my recoil spring and guide rod. It's all steel. Everything is steel on my cheap knockoff pistol. So that means Sig went the cheap route on theirs when the cheap route should have been done on this. So that's a concern to me. It makes me start to wonder if the cheap knockoff is putting better parts in their design and Sig is putting the cheaper parts in theirs. What else are they going cheap on? So that's a big issue for me. But I love the look of the Sig. I love the feel of the Sig. But if they're going to be using plastic parts on something that's so essential, that is a major concern. And then when we have this cheap option that seems to have better parts, that becomes a whole nother issue. Now, my second friend, Todd, he is now having problems with his new 211, and he is the brand new one, the tan version. He's already having issues with his right out of the box. So with his, now, well, I'm not going to be able to do it with mine because I do have it partly assembled, but he's saying that his has a little bit of a hitch, like right in here, that it all just gets stuck. Like right there, like it's not smooth the way it's supposed to when you're trying to rack it, and it's having issues. and it's actually causing malfunction. So it's not just something where it's like, it's kind of, I don't like it when, I'm messing around with it, and I just wish it was smoother. No, it's causing malfunctions while he's shooting. Whereas with this, again, this is the cheap knockoff version. I've had 2 malfunctions, and they are both coming from this magazine right here. And I got this off of eBay. For the most part, it's been functioning well, but I've had 2 malfunctions. One, I have this on there because it's a round extension. So it's an end cap, and it just opens things up a little bit, gives you more room, and it adds another 2 rounds to the magazine. But it doesn't come with a new magazine spring, it just uses the old one, so it's a little bit light. So I feel like that's where I'm having the malfunctions from. Other than that, this is ran pretty much flawlessly, and I have about 500 rounds through it. So again, cheap knockoff, higher quality one, or at least the more expensive one, is the ones where 2-0 of all the people that I know that have had it, they're having problems. So is Sig a lost cause, or are you ready to roll the dice? This is the wrong set of dice. I'm going to save this for later. So the 211 was supposed to be the savior for Sig, but could it just be another hole in an already sinking boat? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let us know down below. Do you own the GT211? Are you having any issues, or is it working great for you? Give us a round count. Let us know what's going on with your experience. And hopefully this is just an odd coincidence that the only 2 people that I know that own it, both are having problems with their Sig. Okay, comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you later.